Welcome to Sri Tara School of Wellbeing, Episode 26 Parenting Part 1. I'm Surbhi Khurana. I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist. All I'm telling you is from my experience and what worked for me. I'm a parent to a 7-year-old, and I had issues with my parents, career related problems, and parenting issues. So I searched for myself. I hugely benefited from RC, and I thought others might benefit from this too. So decided to share all this with you. Parenting problem, project, or pleasure. You feel you have read a lot about parenting, are well educated, well informed about issues. So, what problems will you face? But now, after having kids, you feel nothing is in your control. You just can't do as you had planned. You wanted your kids to be nice, decent, and intelligent. You had read that a child's brain develops a lot in the first 5 years, and things that are taught during those years are very important, and the life and development happens maximum in these years. And you feel even though you know all this, you still have not been able to do much. Time is just passing by, and you feel bad that you have not been able to justify your responsibilities and duties. You just haven't been able to do what you had known. You at times feel you are not able to manage your kids because of non supportive partner or interfering in laws and parents. You feel even more guilty if you're not working and there is no limitations or interference of spouse or in laws in the money you spend on kids, on classes, books, and sports activities, etc. You definitely feel something is amiss. Sometimes you even feel that since you can't manage your kids, then why did you give birth to them? At least shouldn't have had the second child. Children are more important to you than your own life. That is why you want to give it your all to know the best parenting methods. You feel that you don't know, and that is a great sign. If for a few days your feeling of not knowing is consistent, then you can know what maximum can be known. Our work here is to tell you what you do not yet know about parenting, or we have to show you those sides, dimensions of parenting which you're not already seeing. Without seeing these dimensions, your mind cannot be at peace, nor can you handle your kids in an ultimate way. You have lots of parents around you and lots of kids around you. All parents and kids are facing problems and having issues with each other, but still all of them feel they know how to parent. Children also clearly say that you shouldn't have done this with us, but should have done that. Had they not known, why would they say that you're not a good parent, you're not doing this right? Lots of parents can be satisfied when it comes to earning and money and physical health. So, because of their parenting, their children are earning well and can take care of their physical health. But have you come across any parent who's satisfied with the relationship between them and their children in terms of love, care, and respect? Have you come across any child who says he doesn't have any problem and is able to communicate well with his parents? Have you ever met a parent who feels that their children understand their feelings? Or have you ever met a child who feels that his feelings are being understood by his parents? If you feel you know any such parent, then leave this right here and go ask them. Everyone is more than eager to teach and advise. In fact, most are teaching and advising even without your asking. Actually, you don't really know of any such parent, but they exist in your imagination. And on the basis of these imaginary parents, you formed some imaginations which you can't seem to live now. No one has been able to live these imaginations. That is why lots of parents are telling you, even without your asking, how unhappy they are. If you ask or dig a little deeper in their talks, you will be able to see their pain, their reality. Some parents say either it's their bad luck or bad karma from a previous life that their children are behaving like this. They just don't listen. Some blame their spouse, in laws, or parents. Some say Kalyug hai. Some are blaming the Western culture. Some are blaming their kids' friends. Some parents feel the child is misbehaved, but they do not know what is wrong with the way they brought them up. They actually do not really feel that there is anything wrong with the way they brought them up, but they feel there will be less trouble if they don't blame their kids. and other people will feel they're great since they are seeing their own fault and not blaming their kids. Actually, they want to say that there was nothing wrong with their parenting, but what to do if the child is only useless? But if they blame the kids, it will cause a lot of trouble, and it is not nice to complain or bitch about your own children in front of other people. Some come to the conclusion that their fault is that they pampered their children too much when they were young, fulfilled all their wishes. Some conclude that they were very strict and restricted their kids too much. Some feel they had not given enough time to their children. Two main reasons are common in all parents. First is the feeling of I know. All parents feel that they know the methods of right parenting. All parents feel they know the reasons of distance and issues between them and their children. All of them feel that they didn't know before, but now they know. Second is not seeing their understanding as the main cause. No one is seeing their understanding as the main cause of their issue. Everyone is only looking at external reasons. Some are straight holding the other responsible, some are blaming fate, some are blaming the error. Even if someone is blaming themselves, that's just for saying. And the feeling that now I know what is the right way of parenting is also present with that. Now they know that this much pampering should not have been done, or that many restrictions should not have been put. You too have learned parenting from such people around you, who although don't know but have the feeling of knowing, who blame everything else except their own understanding for the issues they have with their kids. Solutions can only be given to those who feel they don't know. Solution can only be told to the one who is ready to see reasons of trouble in their own understanding. I'm asking that how and why do you feel that you know of such parenting that will not make you end up having issues with your own children? Or why will you not end up regretting later? When I question your understanding, your intelligence, you start looking into your own understanding and you will see the sides and dimensions which you were not seeing earlier. Everyone thinks completely. No one is thinking less. But the problem is, even though you are thinking completely, you are not able to see certain sides, dimensions of your problems. You are not able to think of certain sides and dimensions. So, my questioning is the only way to make you think of what you have not already thought. You must also talk to your children that, baby, if you do not eat healthy food, how will you become strong? How will you progress in sports? What is this questioning? This is showing your child dimensions of food related to health and sports, which he is not seeing. This is turning him into the direction of thinking, so that he sees the sides of food related to health and sports, which he was not seeing, and then he, from his own understanding, should start asking for healthy food. When I ask you these questions, I am doing the same thing as you do when you ask your child. I want you to think what you have not thought till now. If you go into the root of the problem, stop at my questions. See the dimensions. See the dimensions I am showing you. You will be able to see that parents and children around you are troubled, in pain, and dissatisfied with their relationship. You will be able to see that you have learned parenting from such dissatisfied parents, and you feel you don't only know parenting but know the best parenting methods. Yes, it is possible that you would have read a couple of books on parenting. The main points of those books are being circulated as tips in newspapers and magazines for years, and millions of parents have read them over and over again, and they keep seeing or and they keep saying all that in their own words. If you trust those tips, then you should ask for solutions from the authors of those books. If any ordinary caliber person reads some 20-25 books on parenting, some 50 to 100 articles on parenting consistently, then that person can easily write an article or a book on parenting. That person might not have even lived what he has written, and usually those tips are impractical and not usable. Now, So that you see these dimensions, you will have to observe yourself and the people around you. And in different references, you will have to hear and read all this over and over again. If you do not understand anything, cross question. So, understanding parenting means seeing all the dimensions related to parenting. And the solution of your parenting issues are seeing all the facts, sides, and dimensions of parenting. How many dimensions can there be related to parenting? There can't be infinite dimensions. There are only a few limited dimensions, and I will tell you about them in the next episode. If you feel you benefited from this and feel you need personal attention or have severe troubling questions, you can join our program, the details of which are available on our website www.shritara.com. That's www.shretara.com. Thank you.